Hey guys, welcome back. So today is the final day of my Declutter series and I am doing my ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. So this actually goes, there's a lot of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push them all off to one side over here. And the plan is to go through, I am planning to swatch each of these. Let me roll up my sleeves here. So we've got ample swatching space to use. And let's just dive in. We'll see how this goes. Okay. Okay, we will. Actually, any of these that are in colored packaging, I should probably do first because they're all limited edition packaging. So hold on a second, let me just recondense this over here. I totally forgot that I had some of these. So let's start with these black ones because these were part of the, who was it? Koosh quad years ago. So, ooh, that is still so matte. This is the shade Fairfax, which is still a really pretty matte brown. But it is a little... You know what, it is a little bit crumbly and flaky, like in the actual pan, like it is a little bit crumbly, and I know that this is really old, so I should probably, if I'm getting rid of it, it's gonna go here on the bed next to me. This one's in the shade Desert, which is a little bit smoother than the other one, and the pigmentation's still pretty decent. Yeah, it's not as patchy as Fairfax was. So you know what? Yeah, this one can stay. Let's do this purple one, which is the shade Birthday Wish. I think this is for one of ColourPop's anniversary birthdays. Okay, that one. This is honestly more sheer. It's more of like a glitter top coat kind of deal. So this one will stay. This one swatches perfectly. I have to have this ready to be able to clean off, not necessarily my arm, but my fingers for sure. Well, that dark Fairfax one has stained my pointer finger. That's unfortunate. I have one My Little Pony in the shade Cherries Jubilee, and I do like this one, but it is really crumbly in here. Like, it's flaking up all over the place. I should cut ties with it. I have plenty of other toppers in here that I know I'll be keeping anyway. Okay, now these were all a holiday release one year, I think. So this one's in the shade Half Light, which this one still swatches perfect. This one can stay. This one's in the shade Sleigh Bells, which is like a coppery brown. That one's actually gorgeous. I'm keeping this. This is in the shade Goodish, which is a pale. This one's kind of flaky. Yeah, this one's really flaky. Goodbye to Goodish. This one's in the shade New Magic. Oof, this just actually, I stuck my finger into it and it came up in like chunks and the whole thing just lifted. So I'm gonna toss this one. This is the shade New Magic. Like, that was just kind of gross. This one's in the shade Babykins. Oh, I'm covered in glitter all over my fingers, guys. What did I say this one was called? Babykins. Babykins is okay. I'm just going to take a look at these individual shades again really quickly because, you know what? This one in the shade Half Light is kind of flaky on my arm. Like, all the actual glitter pieces on this one are like coming up. So I am going to get rid of Half Light. You guys are just going to have to forgive the fact that my arm's going to be a little bit splotchy and glittery, and I'm just going to accept it and move on. I kind of want to go in color groups. So let me grab all the, like, these are my only, oh, this is a yellowish gold color. This one too. It's kind of golden. Yeah. Okay, so we've got these 4 that are kind of in this yellow family group. So first up is the shade Tankini, and I actually really love this shade. I don't know if they still sell it, but it really is beautiful and I love it. I actually think I did an entire look with some ColourPop Super Shocks that featured this. If I did, I will go ahead and link it up here for you guys to check out. But I'm not 100% sure, if I'm being honest. Then I've got this one in the shade Come Clean. Ooh, this one still feels like it's brand new. Look at that. That is so pretty. It's like a soft, like, lime gold. That might not be the best descriptive. I have the shade Get Lucky, which I remember Kathleen Lights raving about this shade years ago. And this one is, oh, still gorgeous. Like, these ones swatch completely different than the last bundle did, the last groups did, and I'm sure it's because those other ones were special limited edition ones. What I'm also going to do at the end is I am going to, like, look at all the shades I have, and if there are ones overall that I just look at and go, I don't know, man, I might not keep them. This one's called Three's a Cloud. It's like a deeper golden orange. Oh, gorgeous. That is actually like liquid tangerine on fire. I don't know. This one's in the shade Lightning Bug. And this is, it's a little flaky. How do you swatch? Patchy. Okay, Lightning Bug will go. It just all flakes up into this giant pile, which I don't need. Now I'm going to go with kind of the nude or champagne kind of shades, I guess. I don't know. Some of these might not necessarily be that, but okay. So we got these, which are all nudes and pewters. This one is in the shade Ladybird. I love this shade so much. It is just such a gorgeous, like, all over the lid kind of gloss look. Beautiful. This one's in the shade Koosh. Good Koosh. Again, swatches perfectly fine. This is in the shade Force Behavior. It feels a little bit dried out, and it doesn't swatch as nicely, so let's go ahead and toss. This one's called Flux With You. Okay. That one's not swatching super great. It just kind of looks patchy. I have the shade Glow, which I have hit pan on. This is just a really nice, like, matte white color. It still looks great. Then I have Smash. Swatch is fine. This first section of going through these is clearly more about, are they swatching okay? This is the shade Sunset Boulevard, I believe. Yep, this is a, oh, this is a Koosh one. It says K-pop. Oh, that swatches terribly. Goodbye. So pretty. I'm doing pretty decently so far. I'm almost about 50-50, so I will take that. It's a good place to be starting with all this because there's a lot. Let's go ahead and do blues, maybe. There's a lot of blues. This one already, that's not a good sound. Okay, we got blues. So first up, I have Zoom Ship. Oh, which is cracked and crumbling apart in my finger. Like, can you actually see that? Like the pieces, and look at how the inside of this looks. It's not good. Goodbye. Sorry, Zoom Ship. You're pretty. It's a really pretty blue, though. This one's in the shade Luckfully, which I think is Busted. So I'm gonna goodbye Luckfully. Or, okay, none of these do that too. This is Coconut, which is actually one of my favorite all-time shades. It's just such a, oh, I mean, look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. This one's in the shade Baby Tea. This is more of a deep, almost matte navy color. Oh, beautiful as well. And then the last blue is Superfly, which I'll go ahead and swatch this with my pinky finger actually. Okay. I just happened to pick up one big chunk. But honestly, this one doesn't swatch super great. So goodbye to Superfly. Let's do pink/purples. Okay, so we've got these. We have Soul-cialize. This one still feels pretty good, and it still swatches pretty good. Then there's Poly, which again is a really great, just glitter all over the lid. Wild Thoughts. Still good. And Static. Ooh, this one just doesn't feel right, and again, that's already got chunks coming up off of it, so goodbye to Static. We have Hot Toddy, which is, ooh, like putty. It's so vibrant. This one is actually, I believe, a pigment. It's not, yeah, it's even labeled not for eye area. Come on, focus. I guess it won't focus, but it says it under the bottom there. We have Wittle. Wait. Oh no, I was thinking of Waddle, and I was about to be like, wait, Waddles doesn't look like this. That one's okay. We have Twitter Painted. Again, really lovely shade. That I, again, like to use for like an all over the lid sort of situation. We have Race You. Which doesn't really have any color payoff anymore, so Race You is gone. You know what's funny is I just realized I said I was going to switch my arm, and I didn't. We'll swatch these last two and the rest will go on the other arm. This is Don't Leave, which looks pretty good on my finger. Still good. Then I have EXO, which I believe is also like a, also still good condition. Okay, great. Orangey Quartz. And let's do, actually, let's just do these random two greens, or three greens that I have. Oh, and I skipped a purple. We'll do these four and then move on to those. So I have the shade Issa, which feels good, swatches good. Then we have, hi Addie, Partridge. Okay, then we've got Plaid, which honestly does not feel super great, but it swatches good. And then Special Delivery. Which is good. So these four will get to stay. Okay, so on to orange. First up, we have Monkey Business, which is a pigment not for the eye area, which means my finger will now be stained orange, but it's perfect, it can stay. Then I have Blitzen. Sidekick. Ooh, this one feels a little chunky. Actually, it's okay. It's pretty good. Then I have Goodbye Butterfly. Ooh, my nail just dug in and ripped up half of that. That's unfortunate. That's fine. And then last but not least, I like you. Great, so all of those actually get to stay. That's pretty darn good. Okay guys, so now we are on to these. I have to use the other hand because I've permanently stained some of my fingers. So this hand is a little bit tinted, this arm is a little bit tinted pink, please forgive. But we are moving on to these guys. So we've got 1 by 1, which I'm guessing is going to be just fine. Yep. Thirsty Girl, which honestly is all kind of crumbly and broken up in here, so that can, I'm not even going to bother swatching. Light Up. Okay. Yeah, when they flake up that quickly, like, I know it could probably be much worse. I am well aware of that, but we have Summerside. Next is Melrose, which also kind of looks disgusting. Then I have Mixtape, which is, I'm gonna put this in the middle. It works fine, but I can't tell if that's a good swatch, honestly. Sundance has no real color payoff to it, so that can go. Vela or Vela, which is great. That can stay. DGAF. Yep. And the final three, we have Noontide, which is honestly cracked and is coming up in little chunks, so goodbye. And Tea Party, which honestly it comes up fine, but I'm not a fan of the shade. And then Glisten, just pretty. Oh yeah, Glisten's okay. Glisten can stay. And I've decided no to Mixtape. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all of these out and take a good look at all the colors I've got and decide which ones I'm keeping based on shades. Okay, so right off the bat, looking at colors, I am going to get rid of the shade Desert. I just don't tend to reach for these kinds of matte browns with ColourPop Super Shocks. Which, honestly, I'm also going to get rid of the shade Glow because I just don't tend, like I said, the matte neutrals, that's not what you reach for when you want these. You want these, you know, these fun, beautiful pops of color. That's what you're looking for. And oh, it's got shimmer to it. I'm also going to get rid of Plaid. I've hit pan. It's not looking the best in its pan. It's swatched fine, but okay. So all in all, I feel like I did pretty decently. So I am keeping 32 and I'm getting rid of 25. That is almost a 50-50 split. So I'm proud of myself. And I'll put whatever that percentage is of shadows that I'm keeping versus getting rid of will be right here for you guys to check out. But all in all, this could have got a lot worse. It's been a while since I've bought a Super Shock shadow. I will be completely honest with you guys. I tend to buy more of the palettes ColourPop releases now. It's not like these are bad. These are definitely still great. If you're looking for things like a great pop of color to go with a neutral palette you already have, they're perfect. but I feel like these have fallen out of favor in the ColourPop lineup over the past few years because they've come out with so much new stuff. It's not that these are bad, they're still great. They've got a good shelf life. Some of these, like Get Lucky, I have had for so long and it's still rich, it's still creamy, it still works fine. You just really need to make sure that you are tightening the cap all the way it'll go, because otherwise you're gonna get air in there, it's gonna dry all the product out. But yeah, that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this entire declutter series, then stay tuned for Monday because you will enjoy watching me reorganize and clean my entire makeup collection. And as always, if you guys are enjoying the content here on my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and also give this video a thumbs up. And leave any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions for videos featuring any of the products you've seen in my declutters down below in the comments section. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye!